I'm 97. That's about August 2nd, 25. I was born in Oklahoma, a little old town, well, near a little town called Chickasha.
And what did your parents do growing up for money? Did they farm?
Farm. We had cotton, corn, peanuts, and of course peas. We sold cotton. Cotton and was something else we sold. Peanuts.
Peanuts?
Yeah.
Did you have siblings, brothers and sisters?
Yeah. 3 sisters and 1 brother.
Did y'all keep each other pretty occupied?
We stayed busy.
Busy with work?
Yeah, we worked, did a lot of work. I was plowing a pair of horses when I was 9, and my dad bought a tractor, and a John Deere tractor, and he put me on it then, and I rode that tractor a lot.
You grew up without electricity out there, right?
Yeah.
When do you think it was that they finally got electricity where you grew up? Was it by the time you got back from the war?
I guess it was. All we had was one light hanging down in the living room.
So where was the nearest town where you would go and get groceries and all that?
Well, Apple Springs was the nearest town, but you need to go to get what you need.
How often would y'all go to town?
We had a car, so my dad, he let me go. People kind of imposed on people with cars. You know, they'd come there and get Dad care of somewhere. When they come out, sometimes they'd say thank you, and sometimes they wouldn't.
You mean you would just pick them up on the road, or?
No, they'd come there and ask to go, but they never did offer to pay. And my mother told my dad, "Listen, you're gonna have to start charging them people or something." Said this ain't gonna work.
Yeah. Was it just because there weren't many people who had cars?
Yeah, it wasn't hardly no cars.
Yeah.
There was, we had that Model A. And there was one guy there that had a truck. And that was, as far as I know, that was only 2 vehicles in the community.
What did you do if you weren't working to occupy your time? Anything fun?
We always had something to do. Might not have been nothing amount to anything. We'd even take a wheel, you know, wagons, you don't have those hubs, and they have those wheels that comes off of them. And we'd have them things. And those kids would get them and get us what we called a guide and roll them around just to have something to do. My mother worked everywhere.
Really?
She was the workingest woman I've ever seen. She used to work with us in the field and give herself 15 minutes to have dinner ready when we got there. She'd leave us working. She'd be doing the same thing, hoeing or whatever we were doing. And she would leave us about 15 minutes. But see, before she left, when she got up in the morning, she cooked 3 meals. So everything was ready except for just, you know, putting it on the table and getting like that.
RC was telling me when he was little, he actually saw a silent movie.
Oh yeah, and me too, I have to. You know, they used to bring a tent in there and have movies in that tent. They charged us to get into the movie.
Who was bringing the movies?
A guy named Chapman, he owned that little old grocery store, and he did that.
Did he do that during the nighttime, I guess?
Yeah, and they would, well, he'd supposed to pay for them, but a bunch of people just crawl under.
Did you think it was funny when they first came out with talkies?
No, I didn't think. I always wondered if they would,
Mm-hmm.
because they told about that there was,
Mm-hmm.
and I just wondered if that was going to happen. It did.
And did y'all have a radio at your house?
Yeah. No, we did it first. I remember when we bought the first radio.
Mm-hmm.
It was a RCA Victor, and it was just something else. It was dry batteries, and them batteries would get low, and you could go out there and water that ground wire, and it would pick them back up.
Wow.
Pick them back up.
Now, when you were a teenager, did people have a lot of dances at their houses or play music or anything?
Yeah.
How was that? What kind of music would somebody have a record player, I guess?
A fiddle and a guitar.
Really?
I rode horse then. In the community I rode a horse all the time. And I'd get out and listen to where the music was coming from. And then I'd go to dance. They'd clear one room and just to dance in. Pearl Harbor.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember what people were saying or thinking at the time?
Well, about like it is on anything else, Some people were really overwhelmed by it, and others just kind of passed by.
What was y'all's primary job on that troop transport? Where were you bringing troops to and from?
I was a carpenter's mate, and anything had to do with wood, I worked on. I built everything even built a coffin.
Really?
Yeah. We had a guy that died, and we didn't have no place to put him. We had to build a place. Build a place to carry him.
Mm-hmm.
We brought from New York to France. We made 5 trips across there.
Did y'all ever get sunburned out there? Would y'all take y'all shirts off when you're on the ship?
I know it was crazy, but some of them crazy son guns did. And blisters and gosh, that was the biggest mess you ever seen.
Do you remember all these guys celebrating or doing anything when they heard that?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Going on like you never heard before. We had plans to invade Japan,
Mm-hmm.
Tokyo. And they got ready for it. The most ships I ever seen in my life was at that time. I was in the Navy, but they had me on a little island called Tinian. And I stayed on that little island a little bit. I remember we were bombing Japan, Tokyo. I know I'd see them planes leave early in the morning, and they'd be coming in around anywhere from 2 o'clock home, and some of them be shot up pretty good. Some of them didn't make it back, but Japan was pretty well fortified.
How did you hear about the news about us bombing them with the nuclear bomb? How did you hear about that?
No, it was on radio.
And how were y'all feeling when Japan surrendered?
Well, we took it out.
were y'all pretty well thinking that, now Japan has surrendered, y'all could come home now?
Yeah, it's kind of that way, but it was a long ways from it.
Now, when you went back home, do you feel like people were very appreciative to you, or did they come up to you and thank you and all this when you came home?
There were some that did, but very few.
Did some people ask you a lot of questions about it?
Not really. Not what you think they would.
Right now, how often do you remember or think about the war? Do you always think about it, or you almost never remember it?
Well, it gets to where it gets further away all the time.
Do you feel like that's an important, piece of you?
Well, yeah. It was an important piece.